Hey guys, so part 3 of the 7th anniversary is now live, and of course we have the two big banners, the two Ultra banners featuring Ultra NAMEK Super Saiyan Goku and Ultra Full Power Frieza up. The first time that Legends has ever done a dual Ultra release where two Ultras are released at the same exact time. And not only that, there is actually a 1% sparking on both of the banners, sparking Krillin, who works extremely well on the Frieza Saga team. Technically speaking, I think in 2 weeks from now, we should have what's called an after party celebration. So for the past two major celebrations for the 6th anniversary and then for Legends Fest 2024, they've basically followed up the end of the celebration with kind of like half a month to a month of additional content that pertains in some way to the part 3 characters. So for the 6th anniversary, we had Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then the after party, we got LF Omega Shenron. For Legends Fest, we had Ultra Beast Gohan to finish off the Legends Fest celebration for part 3, and then the after party character was Future Gohan and Trunks. So I think we're probably going to get the after party LF in about 2 weeks from now, so probably will have something to do with part 3 characters, the NAMEK characters. So it could be something like NAMEK Vegeta, could be Big Bang Attack Vegeta, the first time Vegeta goes Super Saiyan, could be Cooler. There are a few options there, but as far as anniversary character goes, this is really the finale. So again, like I said, this is the first time we've ever had two Ultra banners at the same time. For the Goku banner, Goku's banner is the exact same format that we've seen for past Ultra banners. There's nothing different about this banner besides the fact that there's a 1% sparking, a new 1% sparking character on the banner. Now, Frieza's banner is a bit different in its format. The only thing that's actually different with the banner itself is that step 2. I think... Can I like click on this? You can't make it larger just because it's really small and hard to see. But you can see in step 2 it says Ultra Rates times 3. Ultra Rates times 3. And if we go back up to Goku, I am on step 2 right now. Ultra Rates times 2. So they actually added an extra multiplier to Full Power Frieza's step 2 to give you 3 times the chance of pulling him instead of 2 times. So if we go into the rates here for Goku, Z power list, we can see that Goku with the 2 times rates has a 0.7% drop chance. And then if we go down to Frieza's banner, if we go over to step 2, actually I think we have to go in here first. Step 2, Frieza's got a 1.05% chance to drop in step 2, which we've never seen that before. So this is the first time they've ever done something like this. This is actually the first time we've ever seen them actually change the Ultra banner format since Ultra characters were introduced back in 2021. In addition to this, there is also a special event. If you go over to the event screen and then you go to recommended, there is an event down here called The Last Two Left on a Dying Planet. This is a very special event. It gives a bunch of rewards for clearing a lot of these stages. I actually haven't done this yet, but there's a lot of other stuff you can get here. There's like Art Seed medals in here, which are pretty rare to get. But if you go to the missions for this, down here you click missions, you'll notice that there is a certain mission here that will reward you this. Clear a total of 6 stages, 1000 multi-Z power for Ultra Full Power Frieza. That is pretty good. They have never given out free multi-Z power for a summonable Ultra character ever. This is the first time. So we not only have this, but we also have the 3 times pull rates for step 2. So in a vacuum, when you look at the actual formats of both of these banners, Frieza's banner has the better format, and you have an additional incentive to pulling Frieza, because essentially what happens is you get 3000 Z power for the first Frieza copy that you pull, which is very nice. Goku doesn't have the 3 times Z power, and Goku doesn't have the extra multi-Z power from the event. It's just for Frieza. So when you just look at in a vacuum the 2 formats on both of these banners, Frieza's banner is just clearly superior to Goku's. We can now take a look at some of the featured characters here. I don't really think when it comes to Ultra banners, the featured characters don't really tend to be super good. So like for Goku's banner, Goku and Bardock are just like okay, I would say. This NAMEK Goku definitely isn't the greatest. I would say he's okay. Goku and Bardock are definitely better than this NAMEK Goku. Yellow Bardock is a very good bench. That's about it. And of course, this NAMEK Goku is strictly bench, but he's been a like generationally good bench character for a long time. Krillin is very good, but when we're talking about comparing the two banners, Krillin is on both banners. So I mean, I don't really know. Like it just kind of like crosses himself out. For the 0.5% sparking characters, Broly not good. This Vegeta was terrible even when he came out. This Goku actually is a pretty interesting character for Frieza because he actually buffs Frieza Saga and Green with his Zenkai ability. So he could be a decent bench, I guess, for Frieza. This Broly's bad, decent bench, good bench, not really that great, and that's it. So I would say the lineup, the featured character lineup on the Ultra Goku banner is pretty typical when it comes to these Ultra banners. It's just not very good, right? And then that's not surprising because that's always what happens with these banners. For Frieza's banner, I'm pretty sure most of it is the same. I think all that's different are some of the LF characters because Krillin is here. Actually, no, it is a little bit different here, huh? Yeah, they definitely did put a few other characters on here. So for Frieza's banner, we have Nappa and Vegeta. So they just brought this character back on the Saiyan Saga Vegeta banner. I'm not entirely sure why they're continuing to do this unless they really are going to be giving them a Zenkai or a unique equipment, but I feel like they would have done that already in the Saiyan Saga part of the anniversary, but we'll see. This is the second banner in a row this character is returned on. Talked about Goku and Bardock already. This is the big difference between the Frieza banner and the Goku banner is this full power Frieza. This full power Frieza just got a unique equipment. I just did a video on him. I felt like he was very good. He's not a meta breaking character, but in terms of like a good third or second character on a powerful opponent setup, he's quite good with his unique equipment. If you get the red slot 3 on there, and then you get some decent rolls in slot 1 and 2, he can be pretty effective. He does decent damage. He tanks pretty well. He's got the support. He's destroying Dragon Balls. He's got his permanent endurance nullification. He's a solid character, and I think this guy far outclasses any of the other characters on the Goku banner that are not Goku or Krillin. So just a really, really good character on here now. First Form Frieza is a very good bench for Lineage of Evil. This Krillin, we already talked about him. This Frieza and Cell, I think, actually could be a little bit interesting right now. They are critically underutilized, I feel like, by most people, but I mean, it's not really for no reason. Like, it's not like I wonder why people aren't using them. No, it's because they're outside of the sealing ability, they're really not that good. But it's really hard to say that they're not good because the sealing ability is just so good. Like, the sealing ability by itself is still one of the most powerful abilities in the entire game, but outside of that, they're really like almost like a nothing character. But they're kind of interesting, I think. This Frieza's not very good. Mecha Frieza's not very good. This Frieza is just waiting for a Zenkai. This guy's really good. This Revival Frieza with his Zenkai, I do really like what they did with him. This guy's a really good bench. This guy, of course, is a phenomenal bench character for Frieza himself. This guy sucks. Shield is like one of the best bench characters in the game for Lineage of Evil, and that's it. So I think when we're taking a look at the Frieza and Goku banners in a vacuum, the actual lineup on the Frieza banner is, I would even say, pretty far superior to the one on the Goku banner, and it's mostly because of the full power Frieza here and the Revival Frieza, because those are legitimately usable meta characters you could use right now. Whereas on the Goku banner, what usable meta characters are we talking about? It's Krillin. That's it. That's literally it. It's just Krillin and Goku, and Krillin is on the Frieza banner too. So the Frieza banner definitely is superior in its lineup, and it is superior in its format. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is the actual characters themselves, Frieza versus Goku. So as of right now, I've done one video on both characters, one on Goku and one on Frieza. I was personally more impressed individually by what Frieza was doing, but that's on an individual basis. When you take a look at the value you're getting from these characters, it's gonna be really, really hard to beat Goku's value. And the main reason why is because of teams. We could talk about the anti-KO mechanic. Let's actually pull up his detail here. This Goku is bringing a new ability to the game called the KO guard mechanic. Has the special ability to interrupt an enemy's combo and prevent an ally from being KO'd when they receive an attack that would have caused them to be defeated. So he basically is providing indestructible to the entire team once. So that is just a crazy, crazy powerful ability. You could literally give someone like UI Goku. Like if you have blue UI Goku, you could have blue UI Goku with endurance. And then when he dies the next time, he has this guy come in and save him. So you could have like technically a 3-life UI Goku at this point. But more so than even that mechanic, it really is the teams. This character being a Saiyan, this character being a Goku, this character being having access to much more, I think, accessible and equipment that people typically probably have farmed more of. If you are somebody who's maybe newer to the game, maybe you're coming back from a long break and you've mainly only just summoned on characters for the anniversary, or maybe your account is mostly focused around Saiyans, which I think most people's accounts are, this is going to be the safer character to summon for, as opposed to Frieza, who really only fits on a few specific setups, even though Frieza individually definitely feels really broken to me. But this Goku is incredibly good. He's got an AoE green. He's like got lock-ins. He's got really hard-hitting blue cards. So he's pretty easy to use. And I don't think you can go wrong for summoning for either Goku or Frieza. Just keep in mind, okay, I always say this every single time. Every anniversary and every Legends Fest, I always say this. The banners are not good. They're not. They really are not good, right? When you compare a banner like this to the step-up banners, for example, part 2 of the anniversary, we have the Saiyan Saga Goku banner and we have the Vegeta banner. Well, at this point, the 3x Z power has gone away, but even without the 3x Z power, Goku and Vegeta's banners are just straight up better. Like the lineups are better, the formats are better than the Ultra banners, but it's really just the headlining characters of these Ultra banners are just so insane. Like Goku and Frieza here, both individually, are just like ridiculous. Like it's really hard to even touch these guys. At least in my experience so far. I'm going to need a lot more testing to definitively say how good I think they are. But I mean, upon initial usage and upon fighting them a few times in those showcases, they've really felt really insane. It's just the banners are not very good, and the banner formats are not very good, although Frieza's format is slightly better than Goku, which we've talked about already. But if I was going to recommend most people what to do on here, I would recommend for people to summon for Frieza over Goku only if you have a good team built for him already. I would actually not recommend you to summon for Frieza if you are going to start building the team with Frieza, right? If you don't have a good powerful opponent setup, if you don't have a good LOE team, you know, you can summon on this banner and like you could pull Frieza, but if you don't have this guy, if you don't have Revival Frieza, it's going to be tough. Good thing is they are on the banner, so you technically can build like an LOE team just by summoning on here, but even if you pull this guy, there's no guarantee you'll also pull this character, and then there's no guarantee you'll also pull this character. So it's going to be a little bit rougher to establish a team around full power Frieza, but for Goku, I would imagine most people do have Goku, Vegeta, you know, all these Saiyans ready to go, and you can kind of just throw Goku on leader of Universe Survival Saga. You can throw Goku on leader of Saiyan Saga, and he's going to perform pretty well because of that anti-KO mechanic, the KO guard mechanic. It's going to work everywhere. So I would say Goku is the safer character to summon for. Even though I personally think Frieza, to me at least initially, felt a little bit more unfair than Goku did. This Goku, I think, is just like the more beginner-friendly, safer character to use, and he's going to be available on a much wider variety of teams. So at the end of the day, it's going to come down to what your account looks like, what teams you're focusing on. But yeah, I mean, that's really what it comes down to. I would say, at the end of the day, would I recommend, should you summon? Would I recommend you summon on these banners? I actually think so. And the reason why is just because they're both so insane. Both so good. So yes, I think you will probably gain more value. You'll probably get more, you'll squeeze more value out of your Chrono Crystals by summoning on the part 1 and 2 banners for the anniversary, because the formats are better, the lineups are better, but these guys are just so stupid. I mean, it's just like trying your luck on one of these banners, I think, is fine to do, especially with the Frieza banner. With the 3x rates in step 2, you actually have like a decent shot, and then if you pull them, you get the extra 1000 Z power. So again, really dependent on account, but Goku, I think, is probably going to give you a better tool for more teams. And honestly, moving forward, I definitely see them releasing more Saiyans and more characters that synergize well with Goku. So yeah, that's what I would say. Let me know which banners you guys have summoned on so far during the anniversary. Have you summoned on the part 3 banners? And if you did, let me know if you summoned for Frieza or Goku or both and how your summons have gone. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one.